Tell me about your journey. How did your music end up in the hands of Warner, and did you enjoy the majors?
The majors meaning?
Major label system.
Okay, cool. Just making sure I could answer accurately.
Okay.
Well, basically, I started freestyling on Instagram right after the first He Who Shall Not Be Named election, when he got, I made a funny viral video, and I realized at that point that I'd gained over like 17K overnight. And I'd always wanted to do music anyway, and that's what my passion has always been since I was a kid. And so I started posting freestyles. And I think over the course of, from maybe 2016, so that was November 2016, into I got signed in 2019 of June. So for those 3 years, 2.5, 3 years, I was just constantly like at it every day, just posting a freestyle. And eventually I had a few that went mega viral, and it put me in front of the right eyes, I guess. And funny enough, he's not in the room right now, but my manager today is actually the A&R from Warner, who brought me into the system. And yeah, he's been with me basically since like infantry of being a young artist or whatever. And yeah, in terms of enjoying the majors, it's a beast of its own for sure. I wasn't used to having so many eyes at me all at once. And so there was a lot of adjusting and learning, but yeah, it was it's a fun thing to get under your belt if you can. And if you are able to survive it, then it's a story to tell.
Yeah. Do you ever miss band camp and like the indie circuit?
No.
It's a fucking grind. Yeah.
I mean, it is a grind, but it's also like, I don't miss struggling.
Yes.
When I was selling my music on Bandcamp, I also was doing visual art, and so I was taking commissions, and that's how I was surviving, because at a certain point, I went from like basically being a little bit like niche and obscure as an artist and working at Chipotle to, oh wow, like that's the girl who went viral, and it just was giving me panic attacks at work. So I had to quit my job. And in order to just stay afloat and just kind of afford like regular life stuff, even though I was still at home, I had to do it. I had to hustle, like, put your music on Bandcamp. If someone wants a painting, do it, and hopefully you can do it in a timely manner. And yeah, I don't miss that part of it, but I do miss the innocence of it all, just like hoping that something happens,
Are you still doing visual art at all, like?
For me?
Yeah,
for sure. I like draw and paint and stuff at home. I was telling my people earlier, I've been making like hand molds at home that I like airbrush and do fun things.
Like molds of your hair?
Yeah.
Oh, I used to love that. I went to art school too.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's like we used to make molds of like our body parts.
Yeah.
I remember doing the face mold.
I've never had to do one of those, but I feel like I'd be so nervous.
It's terrifying.
Yeah,
it
how
feels
can you
like
breathe?
You're drowning.
Like, yeah.
You put the straw.
Waterboarding. I know, it's the little,
Yeah.
Wouldn't.
Wait, so what was the last thing you drew or painted, just out of curiosity?
It's funny. The last project I put out is called Wish You Were There, but the initial title was Art is Messy. And one of my niche obsessions is that I like fountain pens. And so I made like almost like an ink blot kind of like piece of art, and then scribbled the title very just haphazardly onto a napkin, and realized afterwards how pretty it was. I was like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be the cover. It's gonna be great. And then we ended up changing the title, and it all came together in a different way. But that's the last like actual piece of, I guess, painting or ink or anything like that. Since then, it's just been hand molds for no reason, side quests.
Because art is messy.
It is.